Okay, so this is what we have done. So we have our Jenkins machine up and running. One second.
Because yesterday I tried this practice, but with Java 17 it is downloading automatically. But we should use only Java 8, right? Otherwise it won't.
No. See, it will depend what version of Jenkins you are using. If you're using the latest version of Jenkins, go with Java 17, or you can go with Java 11 also, whichever is suitable for you.
Okay, but okay. Maven package got failed step. If I go with Java 18.
Java 17, it failed.
17, sorry, yeah. Yes, Java error I got
Should
and I
not
didn't get
happen.
the definition.
Then you can change the version, right?
Yes,
But it
yes.
should not happen. I don't think that should be a problem with this. Because I'll show you right now. Wait. Admin pass 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is my brand new Jenkins machine. And I will also go and log in inside my Jenkins machine. So take this. Let's use putty. I will say EC2 minus user at the rate, whatever IP address you got, appearance, change, and 16. Okay. And SSH, auth, browse, Tomcat KP, open it up. So this is my machine. Now let me become a root user, sudo su hyphen. First thing I will check Java minus version. So for me, I can see Java 18.9. So this is the latest version of Java which I have right now. Sorry, Java 11. Java 11 is what I have. Okay. So Java 11 is what I have. Then service, Jenkins, status, status. I can see it is up and running. Then I will say MVN version. So it says Maven not found. So you can go ahead and say MVN sorry, yum install a Maven -y. So this will install Maven for me.
You choose 17, I think. So Java 17.
Java 17, Java 11 it is, not 17.
But after you install Maven, right? It will show you Java version, Maven version. It will show you Java 17 part.
Wait, let me MVN -. No, that's okay. It will work. No worries. Or let's see what happens. Okay. So this is my Java home. This is Maven home. Okay. Now yum install git in case you don't have git. Okay. Last is yum. Okay. So these many things is what I want. Okay. Let me clear all these things. So what am I trying to do? So I am trying to install Tomcat. Okay. This is what I'm trying to do. Or this is what I'm going to do, right? Yesterday, where did we leave? What all we have covered yesterday? Yesterday, we did that, this thing, right? Ansible deployment.
Integration. Yes,
Ansible was done, right?
Yes, Ansible integration was done. Okay. Only integration we done and then deploying code.
Okay, the code deployment we were not able to do is what you're saying?
No. We did Ansible through declarative pipeline we did from normal editing in the Jenkins, and then through SCM also declarative pipeline code we did integration. That's it. And Ansible integration.
Okay, great. So yesterday we completed Ansible. Okay. Now what we will do today is we'll start with Tomcat. Okay. Now the question can be asked, what is Tomcat? So to answer this question, I will come here to Notepad. See, when you say that, or when you come to Google, let me come here and say best burger near me. So when I say best burger near me, I'm not interested in the result. I'm interested in this latency. Now, why do you think I got this latency? I got this latency because when I write something on my browser, so this is me. If I write something on my browser, the browser goes all the way to the actual web server. For me now it is google.com. So it goes to google.com and from there it takes the stuff and gives back to me. So this guy is my server. Or to be very precise, this guy is my web server. Okay. Now this web server has different varieties. One of such varieties is Tomcat. So let me come here and say Tomcat. So I can see here, it says Apache Tomcat is a free and open source implementation of Java Jakarta servlet, and it is basically different versions of Java. Okay. And it is a pure Java HTTPD server. So this is what I want to see. Pure Java HTTPD server. And it gives you an environment where your Java code can run. So this is what I am interested in checking. So this is a HTTPD web server. And here I can run my Java codes. Similarly, I have other web servers like I have HTTPD. Okay, so HTTPD server is again one such type of a server. So it says Apache HTTPD server is a free open source cross-platform web server software, and you can see it is open community, maintained by open community. So this is also a web server. Then if you come here, say Nginx, Nginx is also a web server. Nginx is a web server. Okay, like that you have JBoss. So Wildfly JBoss, simply JBoss is an application server written in JBoss, now developed by Red Hat, and it is a implementation of Java Enterprise Edition. So again, it is a platform where you can put your code. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is when you write the code, okay, finally you do the deployment. So when I say deployment, you move the code from your dev environment to prod environment. So when you say prod environment, in prod environment, you can have a web server where you will host your website. Or in simple terms, when you write a code will have front end, back end, and that code you will finally deploy to a production server. And in my example right now, I will be using, or I'll be creating a server and I will be naming it as Tomcat server. Okay. So let me go ahead and create a new server and name it as Tomcat server. Okay. So I will say Tomcat server. Okay. I will go with Amazon Linux and 64-byte T2 micro. In key pair, I already have a key pair, so I'm going to use that only. So Tomcat KP is what I've created. Then I have a security group, which I created yesterday, DevOps security group, 8 GB of storage. Rest remains as it is. And I move ahead and say that I'm going to launch a EC2 instance. Then I come to the official website of Tomcat. And I look for downloading Tomcat. And if you come here, there are many versions available like Tomcat 10, Tomcat 8, Tomcat 9. I'm interested, let me say, in Tomcat 8 and very precise 8.5.82. So here, if you click on this, it will download to your local machine, but I don't want it on my local machine. The star version I want, but on my cloud machine. So I will come here and say, copy the link address. So this star.gz, I just now copied it. I'm waiting for this machine to come up. Instance, dashboard, running. And I can see my Tomcat machine up and running. I can come here, take the public IP address and connect to this machine. So putty. Same thing again, EC2 minus user at the rate IP address appearance. open it up. Says run sudo yum update. So let me run this sudo yum update. Then I will need Java here. Okay. So because it is Tomcat is Java based, so I will need Java here. Anyhow, before doing all those things, I'll become a root user and I will say host name. I will say Tomcat server. Sudo su. Let's clear out everything. So this is my Tomcat server. Now I will go to this OPT folder. Okay. And here, sorry, cd /opt ls-l. As of now, I don't have anything apart from these two. So I will take that content. wget means pull that content from internet to this location. Which content? This content. Copy link address. So I said wget and that URL which you have copied. So if you run this, what it will do is it will copy this content. Apache Tomcat 8.5.82. So this is nothing but this is the tar version. So I have to unzip it or untar it. So I say tar minus xvzf and this name Apache Tomcat, whatever name you got. Now if you do ls-l, you will see this tar version and this extracted version. So this I don't need anymore. So I can say rm minus rf and I remove this guy. So now you can see I have this. Now I can rename it. I don't want such a big name. So I can give a small name. I will simply say Tomcat. Okay. ls-l. Now I can see this is Tomcat. Now this is actually owned by root user. Okay. I don't want it to be owned by root user. I want this to be owned by my normal user. So I'll do something like this. Ch own means change the owner. Minus R recursive. Minus R means folder, subfolder, everything you should be owned by my EC2 minus user colon EC2 minus user and the folder name is Tomcat. So now if you do ls-l, you will see this is owned by EC2 user. If you go inside this folder and you look into the content, everything is owned by EC2 user. Again, the security aspect is coming in. If I put everything as root user, then I will have difficulty in running my content via Jenkins. Now, if you go inside this bin folder, cd and bin folder, ls-l.
Because what is this two EC2 users? I forgot actually. One is user ID, one other one is.
One is your. I told you when I was teaching Linux,
Yes.
the first one denotes your user and the second one denotes the group to which he belongs. So if you come here and say ID EC2 minus user, you will see the first one denotes the user ID and the second one denotes the group ID. Or the first one denotes the user and the second one denotes the group.
Okay.
Okay. Now in this bin folder, if you come, you will find there are two scripts, startup.sh and shutdown.sh. So let me first run this startup.sh. So it's saying Java home is not there. You need to have Java. So let me go ahead and say yum install Java. I'm not giving any version. I'm simply saying yum install Java. So it will pick the latest version and I think it will be okay. Let's see what happens. I'm not giving any particular version of Java. So Tomcat is compatible with all the versions of Java. So I think it should work. Java minus version. So here it is 17.04. And now let me just run this script again. And this time I get a message, Tomcat started. Now, once this message is what I get, go back here, go to your IP address, come here, followed by 8080, okay? And you can see Apache Tomcat is up and running, 8.5.82. 8.5.82. So this is what I am running here. Now you will say, no, I don't agree. It is not running. So do one thing. Shutdown.sh is one more script, right? Shutdown.sh. So run this shutdown.sh. So it has been shut down. Okay. Now come back here. Refresh this guy. See, the site cannot be reached. Now again, startup.sh. Wait for 2 minutes. It will automatically come out. So this is what is happening. So I'm running my EC2 instance, and on that EC2 instance, I installed Tomcat and Java. Now I'm running Tomcat on top of that. Now it is saying, if you're seeing this, you have successfully installed Tomcat. Congratulations. So this is what it is saying. But have I done my other configurations? So if I go and say server status, I'll get an error. Now, if you see here, it says 403 access denied. Now, why am I getting 403 access denied? So the reason is also mentioned down. So you see, it is saying you are not authorized to view this page. If you read this, it says you are not authorized to view this page. By default, it is only accessible to this location or anyone. This is the place where it is stopping you, context.xml. So there is a file called context.xml, which is stopping you. This is one error. The second error, it says that if you change the configuration, read this. It says if you change the configuration, then also you will not be able to log in unless and until you go here to conf tomcat user.xml and make changes. So you have to create users like this. So these are roles. Manager GUI. He will be allowed to see the GUI and status page. Manager script. He will be able to run the scripts. Manager JMX, manager status. So you have to create things like this. And after that, you have to create users like this. So these are role names. And then you have to create user and you have to allocate a password. So basically 2 things you have to do. One is this guy. This has to be done in Tomcat user XML. And the second is you have to change here in context.xml. Now, whatever I'm doing or whatever I'm teaching you right now, I have documented everything in my GitHub page. So I will share that GitHub page also with you. Commands. See here, I'm installing Java 8. So you don't continue with Java 8. Make a change here and let me only make a change. So you can remove this. Yum install Java. Okay. Here I'm using Java 9.0. So you can choose any version. It is up to you which version you want to work with. And here I also did one more step, the chmod thing. Me come here, history. This is what I did, right? You have to follow this step by step.
Yesterday you have created steps, no? That file is not available, I guess.
There is a document. You can take it from there. There's a Word document. Take it from there.
No, that Word document, it is showing only the till pushing the code to GitHub.
Okay, then I have to make changes. Then I think it has been missed. Okay.
Okay.
So, let me. Okay. So this is what I am saying. Spin up a EC2 instance and log in. Then become a root user. Go ahead and install Java. Then install Tomcat. First go to OPT folder and then do the wget thing. Then say tar-xpz and then rename this. Here I'm using 9.0. So make it Tomcat and then remove the tar file. Then go inside the bin file and shutdown.sh and startup.sh. also change the name of the file. Okay, the user of the file basically. Okay, so till this point I have done. Now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to check where I will find this context.xml file. Because if you read the error here, it is saying you need to edit manager's context.xml file. So first, let me see where is this context.xml file present for me. So let me come here, cd ... and I am in this Tomcat file now, and I'm going to run this step. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you read this carefully, it is saying managers context.xml. So this is Tomcat conf. So it is not managers context.xml. Then here also manager is not there, but here host - manager is there. Here manager is there. So these two files are the place where I need to change. So this is the first file which I will pick, nano. Go inside this file. Now, if you go inside this file, you will see there is something called valve, and allow is 127 dot something. The simple meaning of this is that it will allow only the traffic to come from any IP address which starts with 127. But in my case, the IP address is not starting with 127. It is 13.235. And that's why it is blocking it. So what I will do is I'll unblock this. So to unblock this, I will comment this. So to write a comment in XML, the way is like this. This, and the till here I want to comment. Okay. See, so this is what I have done. I have commented this piece of code. These two lines I have commented it. Okay. Control X, Y, enter. So this piece has been changed. This piece has been changed. I'm going to change this piece. Nano. Same thing again here also, the same thing. Valve. This is where it is stopping the flow. Okay. Control X, Y, enter. So you have made changes at two places. This is one.
We want to give any specific traffic, then how to assign the IP?
In case you have to assign a specific traffic, then you have to mention that path here. You have to mention that path. So see, I have commented out this. See, it is saying allow, and the range of traffic is starting with 127, and then whatever you want. So if you, let me say you want to allow the specific traffic, then you mention here, allow, and that traffic, that range, then it will allow that traffic only to go inside. Okay, now I have
But
made.
now we are customizing to allow everybody, right?
Yes, now we are opening it to everyone. We are not putting any kind of restriction. Okay, now I will go to bin folder, and in bin I will just shut down first, and then I will start it again. Okay, so it says Tomcat started. Now if I come back here and refresh this guy, so this problem is solved. This problem is solved. I should face error because of this, but this problem is solved. So I have to fix conf tomcat user.xml also, and I have to add something like this. Okay, manager GUI, manager script. So basically what I have done, I have already written some script which will fulfill that requirement. Manager GUI, manager script, manager JMX, manager status. And I'm saying I'm creating two users, Tomcat, pass123 is the password, admin 123 is the password. And this guy is manager GUI, script, JMX, and manager status. And this is manager GUI. So this is I have already prepared. Now the question can be, where did it come from? So this is coming from here. This guy. For example, you can add manager GUI. So this is what I have done. Where am I going to make a change? I'm going to make a change here. Okay, so this is second part, but the first part I've already fixed. This I've already fixed. So if I refresh this guy, See, that error is gone, but now it is asking me for username and password. So for username and password, what should I do? So it says go to conf folder, and there you go inside this Tomcat user.xml and paste this content. So cd dot dot, now ls minus l, go to conf folder. So you can see this conf folder, cd conf. Here through ls minus l, you will see Tomcat users.xml. So nano Tomcat users.xml. Now here, go all the way down. Just before the end, just paste it, whatever you have got. So if you see here, I'm creating 4 roles: manager GUI, manager script, manager JMX, manager status. And I'm creating 2 users. One is Tomcat, password is pass123. I'm creating another user, admin, and the password is admin123. And this admin has all access: manager GUI, script, JMX, and this manager. What is the at the end? Manager status. So he has all the access basically, and this is only manager GUI. Control X, Y, enter. Now you can go to your bin folder again, and here you can do shutdown.sh, and then you can go here and say startup.sh. Okay, now again come back here. Now you can use your credentials, admin 123. And now you can see you are able to log in. Now, if you want to see this list applications, you can see what all applications are already running. So these are the default Tomcat applications. If you want to deploy something here, you can obviously manually deploy. You can deploy a WAR file by selecting a WAR file. So it says WAR file, but you can also deploy jar file, exe files. So whatever Java related files are there, you can deploy it here because it is a pure Java platform. So obviously you can deploy it manually, but I don't want to deploy anything manually. Then here, if there is some problem, it will diagnose that problem and tell you. And the server information is Apache Tomcat 8.5.82 is running. Java 17 is there. Amazon machine is there. It's a Linux machine and it's a 64-bit. And here I have named it as Tomcat server, and this is the IP address. So this is Tomcat for me. So Tomcat is something which I am running on my this thing. Okay. Now, any doubts, any questions till this point of time? Okay. Now what I will do is I would like to integrate all these things with my Jenkins machine, because at the end, Jenkins is the one who is going to run this. I don't want to run anything manually. So I want to integrate it with Jenkins. Now, the moment I say that I want to integrate with Jenkins, the first thing which should come to you is go here to manage Jenkins. Okay, dependence here. Okay, go to available. In available, look for this SSH plugin. Okay, not SS, publish or SS. I'm looking for this plugin, SSH agent. Okay, so this is the plugin I'm looking at, SSH agent. Download now and install after restart. There are lots of plugins which will get installed. So it will restart. Now, meanwhile, what I will do is, so I don't have anything to do. So I'll wait for this to get over.
Because HTTPD and Tomcat is everything is under Apache, right?
Apache owns it. Yes.
So Java applications we will host in Tomcat generally. That's what the companies do.
Yeah.
For a kind of other application like Angular or some other
You have
kind of.
Nginx server, you have HTTP. HTTPD is cross-platform, so you can use HTTPD. You can use Nginx. Nginx is very widely used.
Okay.
Admin, and this is pass 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, okay. Now I will, because this is a new machine, I have to do some setup again. Let me go here all the way. This is plugin. I don't want to go to plugin. Manage Jenkins. Okay. Manage Jenkins. Okay. Global tool configuration. Go all the way here. I will say this JDK path. Java home. Java home. You can come here and get it from here. MVN version. So this is Java home for you. I don't want to install automatically. One second, there's something missed, I guess. Class path OPT. Wait. Okay, Java home I got correctly only. Now the second one is Maven home. Okay. Git automatically it will take Gradle and Maven. I need to give MVN home. Apply, save. Okay, so this I have done. Dismiss. Okay, so these updates I have to do. Anyhow, I'll do it later. Back to dashboard. Now here I'm going to create a new item. I will say Tomcat deployment, and I'm going to create a pipeline job. Okay. Now I'll take the reference from the job which I created yesterday. Okay, so let me come back. 99341. And yesterday I created this sample web app. And this is my Jenkins file. So let me copy everything from here. Come here. Advanced project properties. Before going there, Notepad++. So these things will change a little bit. Okay. So this Ansible deployment thing I'll remove. Okay. As of now, I'm not going to use Ansible deployment. So let me remove this guy. Okay. Now, first change which I will do, I'm not going to run this code. I have a code here. Tomcat deployment. Okay. Tomcat demo. So I have a code here. Source web app. Same index.jsp is that. This in Jenkins file should not be here. So I will be running this index.jsp. Okay. So what I will do is I want this code. So I will say code. Copy this. Come here. Pipeline syntax generator. Same thing like how I did yesterday. Git. Paste it here. Main branch. Branch credentials. I will add a new one because this is a brand new machine. Username and password. Username for me is Vikas 99341. Password is ID is Git credentials. Add. This is my Git credential. Go ahead. So I'm going to change this guy. Okay, then this Maven home thing I will change. So for that declarative syntax generator, I will come to tools, add Maven, add. So declarative pipeline. So go ahead, take this, put it here. Okay, rest looks okay to me. MVN clean compile, MVN package. Okay, so I have not done the Tomcat part right now. I'm just trying to build the code right now. Apply, save, and let's build it. Let's see if at least till this point it is going good. So basically I'm trying to do something like this. So I have the code in my GitHub. So the Git developer has written the code in Git, pushed it to GitHub. Using Maven and Jenkins, I am testing and compiling the code. Once this is done, finally I will deploy the code to my Apache Tomcat. So this is what I'm trying to do. So let's wait for this to get over. If everything is okay, it will be done. This is the first time execution, so it will take some time. But I will open it for questions. If anyone has any questions, please go ahead.
So mainly Tomcat is used for deployment, sir?
Yes, Tomcat is used for deployment. Or Tomcat is used as a server, web server, where you can host your website. So whatever you have generated, so you generated a var file or a jar file at the end of the day. You compiled the code and you generated a executable. Now this executable has to be put somewhere. Like the company is giving you that install my software. So when they say install my software, basically what they do, they give you a .exe file. So you install that. So that is what we are trying to do here. Okay, let's see why it failed. So much. Let's see why it has failed. Wait, let me run it again. Let me see what has failed actually. Back to project. Build now. Okay, MVN package if I do.
Saying no source to compile.
I can see that, but that is not the error. That is info. Okay, so that is not a problem. Maven var plugin, Tomcat demo, Sona type, injecting Java language exception, cannot access the field of this thing error. Cannot access default field of properties. Why? Build failure. Okay, this is the error. Failed to execute goal or Maven listing per plugin default var for Tomcat demo. Execution default var goal Apache var failed. Unable to load the Mojo var in the plugin due to API incompatibility. Okay. Now I feel this is a problem with the package. It says there is a plugin incompatibility due to incompatibility of the plugin. Let's see what is this actually. It says fail to enable. This has to do something with the version of Java is what I guess. Let me see what is the problem here. Maven version.
Or anything related to plugin
No,
which
no,
we need to install.
no. It's not because of plugin. Uninstall and by deleting and to reinstall into plugin, fix it. Unable to load Mojo resource. I had a problem, so I deleted the Maven folder and it worked for me. The problem is solved by adding plugins. So plugin management name. Issue by deleting .m2 folder, then running the Maven clean install. In my case, the download. Okay, this .m2 is something which is causing a problem. So it says for me, my Maven was outdated in bundle, so I was using NetBeans. I first found where the Maven has been installed and then copying the location, then macOS. Okay, so basically it is because of the Maven version. The Maven and this is not compatible. So say install latest version of Maven on Amazon Linux. So these problems can come, not a big deal. Connect with SSH client, installing Maven using hot install Amazon DevOps and sudo yum update, install Java, this thing, Java 11. So it is asking to download it like this. Set up Maven environment. No, not required.
Because you run the Java inside the bin folder, is that the issue? When you install the Java,
Probably no. You can automatically install Java ADK. No, not required. Okay, let me try this. Okay. So basically this problem is due to the incompatibility of Maven and Java. That's the problem here. Okay. So this is the problem. Let me come here to the other machine. Let me clear all these things. Just run it like this. Let's see what happens. Okay. So now what I have done is it's still showing Maven 3.05 only. Let me run it again and check. So either you have to downgrade your Java or you have to upgrade your Maven. So both, either of the two has to be done basically. So let me just go back here and build it. So it is failing at this Maven package step, okay? And if you read the error, it is saying that it is not able to, same error. Console output. See here. So it is saying that this Maven plugin or the Maven version which you have right now is not the latest version. So
Can you try different script?
okay, so I had a power cut. Sorry. So give me 1 second. Let me share my screen again. Okay, screen share. Okay. So more, let me give it a try. So I will not use the version of Java which is there in my local. I will rather use the different version of Maven. How to do that? Manage Jenkins. Guys, am I audible to you, right?
Yeah.
So I'll go to global tool configuration. And here, I will not use the Maven which I already have from this guy. I will say install automatically. Remove here from here. And let me do one thing. Maven home. Control C. Delete this old one, the old one which you had. Add Maven. And here I'm going to install the latest version. Okay. So I can see 3.8.6 is the latest version for me. Apply, save. Okay. Now let me come back here to my dashboard. This time, again, let me go and try to run it. This time I'm expecting that it will take the latest version of Java, along with the latest version of Maven. See, it is taking Maven 3.8.6. So I'm assuming that it should go good at this point of time. So Maven clean compile done. All the way down here. See here, it is doing all the latest download. Now it is here at Maven package. Let's see what happens. Latest plugin is getting downloaded. And I hope it will run perfectly this time. Again, it has failed. Same problem. Wait a second. I don't know. Why is this causing a problem? Let me restart the session. Sudo and cd one let Jenkins. This is M2. ls minus LA. So this is the dot M2. Okay, so I'm trying to remove this dot M2 now. RM minus RF dot M2.
So
This
screen
dot
is
M2
not visible.
not visible. Now,
Now it is okay.
so what I've done is I've come to this location. So basically, okay, okay. The error is because of this file dot M2. Okay, so I'm deleting dot M2. So came to this repo. Varlib Jenkins, and I have deleted this file M2. Okay. Now I'm assuming
Same issue, sir.
huh?
The screen is got stuck up, I think.
Wait, I'll switch the network. I'm using my phone network probably because of that. Let me know if it is visible. Okay. Back here again. And back here again. Let me restart this session. And let me do one more thing. Sudo su hyphen. I will install the uninstall the previous version of Maven. So I'll say yum remove Maven minus one. So the previous version of Maven, I'm removing it from a local. Okay. Back to project. And this is the job. Let's run it again. If that does not work, then I have to delete this and create a new one, because I need to find a version which is compatible. So both the versions should be compatible with each other. So Maven is old version and Java is new version. So that compatibility is not syncing in, and hence it is not working. So I have to find a stable version where Java and Maven both are working with each other. It's very slow now. So this is the place where it is causing a problem. Let's see what happens now. We're downloading a lot of things. Let's see if it is downloading the correct. No, again, the same problem. Okay, so the error here. So if you say Control F, error. So if I come and see the error, is at the end. So this is the place. Some plugin issues is there. So this is the plugin issue. The Maven correct plugin is not there with the system. So I will go back and I will fix this issue, and I'll come back to you tomorrow and tell you what was the issue and how I have fixed it. Okay.
And sir, I think it is better to restart the class again, the same.
Yes, I can do that. I can do it. See, basically one thing which we were able to do here is this Tomcat thing. So Tomcat thing, what we did is we created a brand new machine. We created a Tomcat server. But if you want to
No,
restart,
those things it is okay, but you start with only the configuration, like building.
yes, because till yesterday it was working. So I don't know today what problem it has. Anyhow, I will go ahead and take care of that. So what I'll do is I'll remove this machine completely. this Jenkins machine, I'll remove completely so that tomorrow when I start, I don't have problem. Instance state.
Because in production, there will be a separate VM for Tomcat, or these Tomcats or web servers will be installed in a container.
See, it works both ways. Okay. If you remember the diagram which I showed you yesterday. Okay. Yesterday, in the sense when I was doing the Ansible deployment. So in
Correct.
the Ansible deployment, I showed you that Ansible is deploying it into a container. And
Correct.
this something like this. Ansible Jenkins integration. Where did that thing go now? It was not this.
And also, sir, can you put the steps which I asked you in the middle of the class?
It is okay. Let me figure it out if it is still there with me. Else I have to again sit and write it. See, yesterday when we were deploying Ansible, this Ansible was deploying it to my Docker host, or there is a Docker environment. Okay. Now this Docker environment, inside that you can have Tomcat.
Okay. So all the worker nodes will be kind of a containerization.
Are you able to hear me?
No, sir.
So there is a anyhow, I will.
Yeah, better will tomorrow we'll discuss.